Visiting Mongolia, the land where horses roam free and nature remains untouched. This is at the top of my bucket list of countries to visit. Okay, we spent the night in Murun and we're at Bagel Guest House. I think that's what it's called. This is like the little house that we stayed in. We got this one on the right and it cost us 35,000 per person per night, Tugrik, and that also includes breakfast. We have like our 2 beds here, a little charging station, the disco light, and our little table. Lots of room to put our stuff. There's also toilets, Western style toilet, and a squat toilet with a cold shower. I mean, they say warm shower, but it's really like it's 30 degrees. This is what the toilet looks like. It's fine. Sink, toilet paper, which is a big plus, a little mirror, soap. The water pressure is not great, but it's fine. This is a shower. It's actually pretty clean. It's nice. But again, it's kind of cold, but it's okay. Also, another thing is that there's no Wi-Fi, but I mean, you're not coming here to be on your phone all the time, but it is nice if you want to call your family or something. This is the Gur. We didn't stay here, but we probably will in the future. It's like a traditional Mongolian thing. So nice. It has like a little sink, and then there's 7 beds inside, which is beautiful. And like the little fireplace in the middle to keep warm in the winter. It was actually freezing last night. I had to put on like a hoodie and I was still cold. And then today we're gonna take the Russian van for 12 hours to Tsagaannuur, I think that's what it's called. And then we have to go like ride the horses to go visit the reindeer people, the last like nomadic reindeer herder tribe.
What's up, what's up?
We stopped for some lunch and there aren't many restaurants in the area, so we got the tsuivan, which is a traditional stir-fried noodle with meat, and then also the traditional drink, which contains raisins. The food here is very carb heavy and uses classic spices like salt and pepper. Okay, we're in the Russian van right now on the way to Tsagaannuur. It is a 12-hour drive and we are 17 people inside of this van. I think it's designed for 10 people max. And we're extremely crammed. Luckily they gave us like more comfortable seats. And hopefully we make it. We're off-road right now, so we're not even on pavement anymore. So we're just bouncing up and down. Luckily we're not tall enough to smash our head against the ceiling like other people. And yeah, the adventure begins
For the next 10 hours.
After a few hours, we had our first pit stop and we were shocked that it was just kind of out in the open. So just make sure you're mentally prepared. Just taking a little break. Everyone's peeing, but it's literally out in the open. So like, what are we supposed to do? I don't know. They're all like wrapping a jacket, but I don't have a jacket to wrap around my waist.
And what if you get the jacket wet?
But so far it's been okay. It's been bumpy a little bit, but it's fine. It's chill. We drove all throughout the night where everyone was completely passed out except for me and Christina. We just could not sleep for the life of us. I was sitting by the window, which I kept hitting, and actually ended up with big bruises on my shoulder. Safe to say, we were really happy to arrive at our destination in the morning. We arrived. We're very tired. We didn't sleep at all. We weren't even sure if this was the right cabin, but it is. This is what it looks like. There's 4 beds, even though there's only 2 of us. Yeah, and they made us like a nice fire because it is freezing. There's also no power, so I can't charge anything, even though my phone is about to die. So hopefully the power comes on by tonight, and we're gonna sleep for a little bit, and then we're gonna eat lunch. I'm having lunch, which is an assortment of bread, and in my case sausage, which is the, I guess, regular version. And the vegetarian version is egg and bread, and these giant cookies. Oh, look. Okay, we finally mustered up enough energy to come explore for a bit. We had lunch at 11 a.m. because the lady kept asking us what time we wanted lunch, so then it was 6 a.m. and we didn't think we were gonna get breakfast, so we said 11. We ate, but the food was very breakfast style, and then another lady came who spoke French, so we were actually able to communicate with her, but I think that what we had was breakfast at 11, which is why she thought it was weird. We're just gonna explore for a little bit. We found a lake. We don't want to go too far because our place is not on Google Maps and we don't want to get lost. But it's super quiet, very calm, very beautiful nature, and I'm just gonna take some pictures. We did not stay outside for very long because shortly after these wind and sand tornadoes started forming, so we went inside as soon as possible to go eat lunch. I was actually very impressed that they made this homemade sushi for us. Christina is actually vegetarian, so I'm very impressed with their creativity on this one.
Carb loading.
Every time I send a picture to my mom, she's like, oh, so many carbs. What are we training for?
Absolutely nothing.
My stomach's been bothering me a little bit because I've been eating such meat-heavy foods with no vegetables. But we have veggies today. It might be the last time, I think, for the next 3 or 4 days.
Eat all the veggies.
Our host family came again at night to light a fire for us before bed to keep us nice and toasty warm. Okay, we're here to get our permit because we're going to be really close to Russia when we go visit the reindeer family. So we need to get a permit. Should be fairly quick. It just takes a few minutes. So let's see. It ended up being a very quick process and we were able to get our permit, and then we were on our way to the first family. So they drove us and it was super cool because a lot of the pathway was just off-road as it is with most of Mongolia. This is probably the country where I've driven through the most rivers and lakes. It's quite incredible what their cars can do. There's no way that we could do this kind of off-roading in Canada. And the nature and wildlife itself is just stunning. We saw so many different animals. We saw cows, horses, sheep, and it's really, truly a different way of living than what we're used to. Okay, we just arrived at the first nomadic family and we are staying in our first ever gur, which is a traditional Mongolian, I mean not house, but like living structure, and it's meant to withstand harsh climate. It's so cool! There are 6 beds inside, and there's only 2 of us, and we get the whole gur to ourselves. It's so cool. It has like the heater in the middle, so we'll stay warm. If it's cold at night, which I think it will be. And the drive took only about an hour and a half from Tsagaannuur, where we were staying before, and it was like very bumpy but so beautiful. So many horses, so many sheep. So yeah, wow, I can't believe we're here. This is what it looks like from the outside, and then this is where the family's staying. There are 2 doggos. We are really in the middle of nowhere, as you can see. I can't even describe to you how peaceful it was staying here. It felt like we had the whole place to ourselves. Our first meal with the nomadic family. We have some rice and potato. Mine has beef, I think. More flavorful than the first family that we stayed with. The family's a little bit shy. They don't speak any English. And we don't speak any Mongolian, so there's no way to communicate with them. But they seem really sweet. We're exploring the forest a little bit, or at least the surrounding areas. We do have some cell reception here, which is pretty cool. There are a lot of flies though, like everywhere, so just be aware of that. Our host family actually took us to visit another family that spoke English, so I really appreciated that, and he tried to teach us Mongolian words on the way. They were slowly warming up to us, and they even came to play cards with us in the evening. Will we eat all 7 of these? I feel like the serving size is 2.
Serving size might be 2, but I'm ready to down 4.
And all the bread. For dessert.
That's what I was thinking, there's jam!
Yeah. What is our dessert? This is amazing. Hello. We're herding the cows right now. As you might imagine, this was my first time herding the cows and it was such a special experience. Stay tuned for part 2 as I explore Mongolia.